Hi there, I'm Scott Hamilton, ROCKFILE. Thanks for listening to my podcast. This is a review of the new movie Joker. Well, I was one of my few friends who was not looking forward to this movie, actually. It looked like Taxi Driver, it looked depressing, it looked slow, it just looked like a drama with no superhero action at all. And it is. It is also fantastic. It is a dark, disturbing descent into madness. We start with a broken man who only descends into evil. But you can't say enough great things about Joaquin Phoenix. He becomes Arthur Fleck. He is so lost in this character, I completely forgot about the other roles he's played. He is Arthur Fleck, who becomes Joker. I'm not going to get any spoilers in this review. Everybody else in the movie is great. Frances Conroy as his mother, Robert De Niro as a talk show host, Zazie Beetz as his girlfriend. They all have great roles, but they're all very small because Joaquin Phoenix is on screen 100% of the time. I can't think of one scene that he wasn't in, and was riveting, magnetic. You couldn't take your eyes off of him, even though there are bouts of a little bit of action and some pretty heavy moments, but it's really about his performance and this character and the things that lead him to do the things he does. I thought Todd Phillips, who has never directed a movie on this level, did an amazing job. The cinematography is amazing. You feel like you're in this dark and dirty version of Gotham City. There's a few tie-ins to the DC universe, but this movie exists on its own. It is an origin story of a character we all love, and not the origin we thought we were going to get. I cannot stress enough that this is not a comic book movie. It is not a fun movie. It is not a movie you take the kids to. It is not... You'll want to watch a comedy right after. It is definitely not an uplifting piece. It doesn't glorify violence. It doesn't glorify him. The critics that came out before it started talking about, it's going to incite violence and blah, blah. That's like saying watching the movie Seven is going to incite people to become serial killers. That is not anywhere accurate, not even close. This movie, when I walked out, it was funny, here in South Florida, there were a ton of sheriff's cars all over the parking lot when I walked out. Now, there's usually security at this theater, one or two guys, a car, but obviously with the media taking hold of how controversial this movie is supposed to be, there were a lot of people that overreacted. Like I said, nobody walked out of that movie going, woohoo, Joker, or woohoo, let's go break some stuff. It is not that kind of movie. It is a drama. It is a psychological thriller to a certain extent. It is 2 hours. It is a little long, but there's nothing I would cut out of it because by the end of it, the journey was what got you there. Just like life. Life is about the journey, not the destination. Same thing with this movie. It's about the journey. It is about an acting tour de force, filmmaking at its strongest. I understand the critics who don't like it, but I also think maybe they have an agenda that they just don't like dark movies, things that are disturbing. Really, I have to say that this is one of the better movies I've seen. Probably the best movie I've seen this year is because it takes great chances with a character we love. When they decided we're not going to have Batman in this movie, we're going to make a Joker movie without any superhero stuff. That is a brave thing to do for a movie studio who's really having a hard time getting a grasp on a DC universe, so to speak. Marvel has a creative vision. Their movies are very entertaining. They're fun. You walk out of the theater laughing and happy that you saw it. Even some of the dark moments in movies like Guardians of the Galaxy still has an uplifting, positive message at the end. And I really, really love the Marvel movies. This was an even greater leap. It took Marvel, it was a big leap for them to make something like Guardians of the Galaxy. Obscure characters, weird universe, things we had never seen. But this, for DC, I'm godsmacked that they even made this movie. And I'm very happy that they made this movie. It's an important movie. It has things to say about society. It has things about, how we treat other human beings. It is really a great movie, but you have to be in the mood for it. I have a few friends that are huge Batman fans, really want to see this movie. I told them to leave their wives at home because their wives barely tolerate the movies they drag them to now. This is definitely not a happy movie. It is definitely not something that you're going to go, hey, Grandma, you need to see the new Joker movie. No. But you're going to go to your best friends and say, wow, dude, you really got to see this movie. I can't say enough good things about Joaquin Phoenix. He will get an Academy Award nomination, and I really haven't seen another performance this year that deserves the award more than him. Todd Phillips, great job directing. After seeing many of his comedies, never thought he had this in him. But Joker, go see it. If you're intrigued by this idea of an origin story of a villain that's realistic and gritty and dark and disturbing, I think you're really going to be entertained. I'm Scott Hamilton. Thanks for listening to this podcast. Joker gets a 5 out of 5 from me. If you're not into this kind of stuff, I would avoid it. If you are, go see it twice. The performance of a lifetime. It's really amazing. I'm ROCKFILE. TheRockFile.com is my website. My radio stations are RockFileRadio.com. My store is RockFileRetail.com. Just use the hashtag ROCKFILE. You will find me all over social media. I've got more music reviews and movie reviews coming, but I really had to see this movie yesterday, kind of dwell on it last night, and give you a review this morning because I want the people that are interested in this kind of subject matter to go see this movie. It's going to set box office records this weekend, trust me. I'm Scott Hamilton. Thanks for listening.